Fi wedi bod ar y radio tredu sawl gwaith yn siarad byti yr is-ganhellio. Ni fel un meddwl y dylai'r is-ganhellio siarad Cymraeg. Felly, byddai yn rhoi byddwch chi'n gweld lot o'n fi yn gweud i nawr. Nes bod fi wedi'n cael ei penodi. Diolch yn fawr.
Thank you, Al.
Up and down the boulevard.
To a new guild project that we're called the University Challenge, and it's something that John and Evelyn talked about for 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Right, we'll keep this one pretty quick. This is, I can't tell you how massive this is. One of the things which really winds me up is inconsistency, as you can find out on a bit of tactic. But basically, the University Challenge is a set of points for the university to take on board and actually change the way that it functions fundamentally in terms of like equality of treatment for students. The way, I mean, I'll go through some of the topics. It's assessment and feedback, back to the future, e-submission and phase, Blackboard, all hidden course costs to be published, coursework and timetable clashes, sorting that out, contact time and value for money, because a lot of you aren't getting it, and coursework extensions and penalties, that.
Yeah. The main point of this is that some of you in some departments are getting a really good deal and some of you are getting really raw time of it, and we just wanted to be consistent because you're all paying the same and you're all here to get a degree out of it. It's not fair that some of you get a better deal than others. So this is to really bring the university up to standard. We do so well in the NSS with student satisfaction, but I don't think you really realise what you could potentially get, and it could be so much better. So that's what we're doing this year. By doing this, you can have a look. It's online now on the Guild's website. You can download it as a PDF. It's not too long. It's like 40, yeah, something like that. But yeah, if you just have a look at it and just see what things you think are relevant to you, and if you have any opinions on it, then feel free to get in touch with us and tell us like, if you think that some of it's going off track or whatever.
The section of feedback, and that we identified the fact that there'll be like in a faculty or say social science, you'll get like interval that doing really well in the way that they feedback to students. They'll give a pretty comprehensive list of where you're developing. There'll be like comment boxes, and you really know whether to sort of go with it. Whereas you can go somewhere like law, and it'll be like good, which isn't really good enough for other students. And it's all about like getting personal development out there. And I think it's definitely vital. So if you guys can have a look online, see what you think of it, and feedback for this. Yeah, it's basically changing the way that how it works. The other thing is the institutional review is coming around, which is almost like school inspectors coming in to in a really straightforward way, and the university needs to address massively for it. So if you see a couple of computer labs popping up, it's because these inspectors are coming in. So they're just trying to make it look good. So what we're trying to do is just make sure that these points will just encourage the university to develop on academics. Because one thing that is happening, students being treated unfairly across the board. I mean, penalties is another classic example. That in geography, it's 0 marks after the cut-off date, after the cut-off time, where someone like interval law, it's more phased drop in marks. So it's just to sort that out and bring the university to scratch. Yeah.
Does anyone have any questions about the University Challenge? That's it.
Searching in the night.
John's now going to break down the Aberystwyth University Guild Students Project for the next financial year. I wasn't planning to have a pie chart.
One of the issues with this is we've had.
You should have you should be given a sheet of A4 paper when you came to the drawing. It's a slightly late edition to look at. So this. It may be in the middle or just given to you separately, but this is basically just a breakdown of the year's budget.
To be quite honest with you, this year we're taking a 5% reduction in university funding, coming over in line with like university council coming from the higher education funding councils, sort of like redistribution of money. We're also going to find out what's happening from the Welsh Assembly in mid-November, so a much clearer position on how our budget is if the university is going to try and knock any cash off. In real terms, what it's meant is we have £589,000 a year from the university. They've basically taken off with the 28k at the end. They wanted to do 5% off every year for 4 years, which would have actually killed us, and we'd have been massively restructuring. We'd have been pulling funding out from sports clubs and societies, and we'd have been losing members of staff. It was pretty bleak. Obviously, we need to be making efficiencies in this time. We've got the university to stop any further cuts, so we've got to make efficiencies for the 5%. If you look at the budget, it is forecasting a £20,000 deficit. This is because it doesn't really take into account. I mean, one thing that you can't rely on is a brilliant commercial year. So it's basically a bleak forecast on commercial, but I'm pretty confident that at the end of it we'll be coming out with something in the region of 100k on top to go into the reserves. So it's a matter of building up, the money that we've got in the bank right now and just becoming more sustainable. If we were forced to go into the same sort of like process of like staff like reassignment and stuff again, we wouldn't be able to afford to go through the process. So it's just making sure that we can, develop those funds, we can develop the buildings, we can develop services. It's really important. So at the moment, prior to the completion of our internal audit, we've got £247,000, which are in our sort of in the bank at the moment. But that's going to be, hopefully we just want to keep that building up so we've got a steady reserve and we can actually use it to develop the building, like I said before. So yeah, shall we go through it point by point?
Do people want John to go for point by point, or raise some hands if you do?
Party animals,
Yeah.
yes. That's what I'm talking about.
I just want to just sum up.
Right, okay. If you go through it, you can see that I think AUGS is probably the one to focus on. Staff and administration, if you look at the actuals for last year, it cost us around 14 grand over. We queried this, and it's because the bar side has been doing a lot better. We've been spending a lot more on staffing mid-term, and because the original observations were, well, you know what the staff costs are going to be at the beginning, because obviously it's a fixed rate, but because commercial has been doing better, we've had to obviously put more staff on to meet that need. Commercial services has done really fantastic in the last year, and we're going to be getting the end of month reports in at the end of this month to cover everything from how fresh this week has gone, and we'll have a much better idea of where we are, especially like sporty card and society card stuff. You'll notice that in terms of like student activities, on last year we spent over £90,000, and that covers everything from like sports activities to volunteering for Kathy's work and just other like bits and pieces there, and like the democratic side. That the overspend on that compared to last year's budget is because the box card and the the sporty cards did so well, so we spent a bit more. So again, it's a conservative estimate, I think, of 72 grand to spend in the budget, but again, it's probably going to be depending on the proceeds from the sporting cards that we've got. Okay.
We love your big opinions.
Sorry, I have a point of order. Is it possible for us to reject this budget?
If you want to.
Yeah, we can take it to a vote.
Basically, with what, if you want to ask a question on it, you can as well.
Well, there's a couple of things I have problems with. Should I come up and just say them?
Yeah,
come to the front if
Yeah,
you want to. If anyone else has any questions about the budget, just
Yeah, just
put
fine,
your
yeah.
hands up there.
No, I don't think so.
What's your name, please? Just
My name is Adam Fairbairn. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have a few problems with this budget. First of all, I think it arrived far too late. We only got a copy of it today. Well, actually, as we came in, so we can't look at it at all.